Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Who's Next. And welcome back to Who's Next, where we've scoured the country for that next top artist, whether it's a rapper, singer, hip-hop artist, whatever it is, we're bringing them to you with my co-host to my right.
You can start with me.
Start with you on the right.
All right, my name is Abdul Malik.
And
then alphabetically is
I look
Josh.
like I want to be here. My name is Joshua Snell, and I'm happy to be on Who's Next with you.
Dude, it's late, man.
how do you know it's late?
That's true. It's early.
Early in the morning somewhere. And again, this is your boy Naeem Muhammad. So it's been so great that we've been looking at these videos and being introduced to some really great talent.
Yeah.
It's something new for us. Now, I was going to ask you guys on this segment, have either of you ever taken part in any kind of competition somewhat like this? Maybe not exactly, but have you ever been? Josh is nodding.
Yeah. I've been in three talent shows.
Okay.
And
how'd that work out for you?
I won first place one time.
Really?
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
One time.
Cool,
yeah,
cool.
It was cool.
Cool.
What was it, rap?
What were you doing? Singing, rapping?
I was rapping.
breakdancing?
This was in the, I did a dance. Were you supposed to mention that? No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I did a rap contest. I got first place.
Cool.
And it was cool because there was a lot of hype build up between this other girl. She was a really good rapper. Back in the day when that wiggity, you know, what was that? I forget what it was. And she did all that kind of stuff. Crisscross, yeah.
So
she had a crisscross style, and I was kind of old school. But I won.
But Joshua Simon, then.
Yeah.
You know?
And it ain't easy, man. You sweat bullets up there, and the whole crowd's like looking at you like,
No,
who's next?
yeah, like who you?
What about you? Have you done anything like that before?
Well, not. I mean, I've done
First place
competitions.
martial arts.
I've done competitions, but
some of us perform. They compete in other things.
yeah, but not really.
But for somebody competing in competition,
Yeah.
do you have to like psych yourself up,
Definitely.
or somebody who's doing this competition? What do you think they're going through?
Well, for this competition, it's a little different because they've submitted, but whenever it's mental, man. A lot of mental that goes into your mind because if your nerves are too much, then it's going to mess up your whole physical way, your stamina, and all that kind of stuff. But that's on the martial arts side. But for a performer, it's the same thing. You got to be calm. You got to know how to breathe when you come out on stage. All that can affect your performance.
Yeah, and one thing I will say, I mean, even though we are doing this competition, I want to make sure the kids know that competition or not, keep working on what you're doing, and it's more than just that. People want to hear what you have to share. They want to hear what's unique that you bring to the table, and we're going to find out what's unique about this young man who's coming to the table now. This is Brother Zakir Ali. He's from Queens, New York. Shout out to NYC.
Okay.
His alias is Rebel of KhanArtists.
Rebel of KhanArtists?
Khan.
Like
Khan.
Khan.
Like KHAN.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Rebel of KhanArtists. And he's 27, and he says his inspiration for this performance, he says, I want to get people to think deeper and to look to the Creator. Never be hopeless. Change starts within. Oh man, that's a good start already. I'm really looking forward to this.
Yeah, you got a good intro, good name, good title, Rebel.
Of the Khan.
27 years old.
He repping New York too. You better, you better come correct.
Okay.
There's some big.
This will be our first time watching this. Do they know this?
No.
We have not seen these.
We haven't seen this.
I haven't seen it. You seen it? Okay, so it'll be our first time.
All right, so here we go. Let's check out our boy Zakir Ali from Queens, New York.
Got the lights off.
We became like the froth of the ocean, unaware of our constant emotion. Follow commotions till we feeling a loss of devotion. It's planned out. See the monsters approaching in our lands now. The devil's force feeding us notions, following illusions, and unaware of the reality that a dollar's fund a massacre. They just calling it the casualty of war. When you know that in your core that it's all blasphemy, manipulation and falsification of what's happening. They try to program you from an early age, keep you far from the pearly gates. If you chase success, you aim to be the best for a piece of the pie in the worldly ways. As the rest of the world just suffers death to the scream when he's trapped in a bubble. Or worse, are used to the comfort bliss from the ignorance keeps you from trouble. Caught up in a rat race, blind by distractions as we lack in the passion to take action. As a faction, been mastered the art of deception that they practice on the masses. We are not innocent, we're guilty. Share blame for the misery the rest of the world has to face. Taking every blessing for granted because we ungrateful. One day I pray it will change. What's the problem with the world today? It's hard to say. Meditate while sparking haze up in my darker days. Till something changes inside me, seeking guidance, not to walk astray. Use wisdom with the words and try to overcome an awkward phase. A method to the madness, satisfaction felt when art displays. The bigger picture, truthfully, when others lack the heart to say. My medium is music, fight pollution, don't abuse it. As I search for a solution, make ablution, then I start to pray. Mercy is the remedy, as past mistake get washed away. Searching through my memories for signs to pass a drastic case. Fighting with myself and digging deep to find where passion lays. Patiently observing, realizing when I have to wait as I try to recognize sincerity and dead the lies. Humility been exercised. I'm grateful for my passive ways, but firm when I would need to be. Concerned with what is needed. See humanity so easily distracted by a massive waste. Peace.
Okay.
Fire. All right.
Acha, Mr. Khan. Acha.
All right.
All right.
That's Zakir Khan, all the way from Queens, New York. Who wants to get into this right away? Who's feeling? Who's? Are
you looking at me?
Go ahead? You,
oh man.
You're who's next?
Okay, man. I love. I have a particular leaning towards when people can do that. I don't know. It's just like
we've heard your.
You heard?
We know you have.
You know how that. Yeah, it's just I don't know.
And again, this is another one of those magical coincidences of you were just talking about someone having that kind of West Coast kind of like fast flow kind of type of thing. You were saying the person that you were up against in your talent show.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that's
this guy. If you don't know, Joshua has short-term memory loss, and you see how short it was. That was earlier in the same segment.
Oh man. But
okay, let's get back to my man.
But
I
I do also have an affinity to when you have a nice song, but you have a hook.
Yeah.
So I was waiting for the hook.
Okay. All right. What are you saying, Joshua?
Okay. Well, until Abdul Malik just said that, I didn't realize that there wasn't a hook. I was so involved in his flow.
Right.
And
but that's the way it used to be. But at the same time, like you said, song structure is one thing, but it used to be that way. You just had a straight flow,
right.
And then you just like lead the mic.
Drop the mic. Yeah, that's basically what he did. Yeah.
And drop the.
But so I liked his flow.
Yeah.
I don't know if maybe not on this show, but one show we'll talk about music and the whole issue of how people don't like it, how people feel like it's forbidden, whatever. So I'm wondering if some of these artists, if they're submitting it as they are because they feel like music is forbidden, or if just they don't have the studio set up to really do something. So that'd be interesting to know. But I say that to say that I would really like to hear that flow on a beat. It was pretty nice,
right.
And I was impressed.
What
with
does a beat do for it? Because I was going to mention that too. Or mention something about it. What do you think a beat would do for him?
Beat is like ketchup on French fries, man.
Okay.
You can eat the French fry by itself, but then when you see that ketchup, it's just like, all right. It just gives it a little bit more emphasis.
I would say what I was going to say. Let me just say my piece because I felt like one having even if you're going to do like these a cappella pieces and stuff like that. There's a concept of the metronome. People are that thing that is keeping the timing, and I think oftentimes people aren't keeping their timing, especially if it's going to be a song. The timing needs to be there. That you're within the bounds of the timing. You can kind of break the rules every now and then and kind of mess around with the timing, but it still needs to still be within. I think he lacked having that.
Well, maybe it was spoken word.
No, that wasn't spoken word, dude.
To be at the same time, it was times where I said it could have been. It could have went there. It could have went there.
Yeah, there was times.
But
how come you agree with Naeem on that? It could have been.
No, I'm saying there was times, but those times were, good.
Okay,
times.
I'll say because we got to wrap up soon. But I'll say for him, one, he had the hip hop voice.
Yeah.
He had breath control. That's a huge thing too. He wasn't all like,
Yeah.
blah, 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 blah. No, he had breath control. He had the voice. He had the he had that gusto. He had the swagger with it that could carry that song. I think the thing could have helped was having some kind of beat or metronome just to keep it like one.
That he would rap on that beat, not necessarily that you hear the beat.
Exactly.
Yeah, but even if he's going voice only, I mean, we did that with Junaid Jamshid. You know, we had something. There's something
just to keep the timing. Timing is so important. It's so important when you're doing music or in these things. But I think that was a good showing.
Thank you.
And we want to hear what you thought about this. So again, the way you vote is to click like. So if you're watching this on our Dean TV site, you can click likes or even leave comments there. If you're watching this on Facebook, click like there, and then you can even leave comments there. And also, it's going to be on Instagram, where you can double tap, put that heart on there, and you can also comment too. I guess you can comment and like everywhere. And also, it'll be on YouTube. And then our wonderful staff of minions will be running around the whole internet to pull all these likes together.
I don't know how they're gonna do it, but they'll do it.
And let's see what the tally is like. But I'm really excited for that. I wasn't expecting that, to be honest. I wasn't expecting that.
It was a good surprise.
But I'm also looking right now to figure out right now what? Who's next? You guys never get that.
This Dean TV video was made possible in part by Islamic Relief USA, working together for a better world, by Guidance Residential, the #1 Islamic home financer in the U.S., and by Recycle Processes Incorporated.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Joshua Salam. Thank you so much for watching. It's wonderful to have you. If you want to see more videos like these, please click here. That's right. Thank you. See you next time.